Alrighty, we are live once again. Um, Today we are going to be continuing our Ultimate Champion journey. Yesterday we did make a little bit of progress. We did get up to the next league, but it's only going to get harder from here because there are no golden steps in the league where we are. So we're gonna really need to win some games in order to climb up. If we are able to make it to Grand Champion today, that would be a pretty big achievement because I've never gotten there. The highest I've ever gotten is to the very end of the Champion League, which is where we're at now. So if we can get up to Grand Champion today, that would be awesome. Um, how's it going, Banner? Good to see you here so early. We're just gonna jump right into the first game and see if we can't start this off with a win. I also think I might need a. It doesn't look like the iPad. It doesn't look like the gameplay sound is coming through, so I might need to. I don't know what's up with that. How's it going, Rima? Um, I might need to. Yeah, I might need to try and figure out the settings after this because it doesn't look like the game sound is coming through at all. Let me know if you guys can hear it, but it doesn't look like it's showing as of right now. All right, I think we'll just go with low minions in case he decides to use his ability. I'm doing pretty good, Rima. How about you? How are you doing today? I'll see if I can figure out the sound after this game. I don't know what this guy is. I don't know what this guy's playing. I mean, if he wants to use his giant ability, he can. And I think we're probably fine. Yeah, we don't need to use vines. All right. Maybe is it something with the sound on the side? All right, I guess I'll try to figure it out after this game here. All right, we're in double now. We'll go with Golem. I'm a little bit worried because this looks like it could be a graveyard deck. I mean, he has Giant, so and a bunch of spawning cards. So I don't know what this guy's playing just yet. If he does decide to, okay, he's not going to knock that to the other lane. We'll vines right about now to reset the Inferno Dragon. And we're not going to get a ton of damage, but as long as... Alright, we kill the Evo Witch. I'm happy with that. And we'll Vines the Inferno Dragon again just to reset it, and I hope the minions can kill it. Okay. Alright, this is not going horribly. We are up a little bit of damage, and now we know what he's playing. He's playing Giant Graveyard with Evo Inferno Dragon, and I think Evo Witch is his other one. Alright, that's fine. He can use the ability there. We'll go with minions just to hopefully force out something. And you know what? Okay. I thought we were going to be able to heal that up, but no. Alright, I think we're back to probably, yeah, if we had vines there, that would have... Alright, we just need to hold on for another minute. And we'll go with a golem at the bridge because we have both Evos here. And golem is going to get to the tower, so we'll vines, and I hope we can take the tower here. Looks like we will. So that's going to be a first game win. Let me see if I can figure out the sound here. Why the sound isn't working for whatever reason. So the audio is both on. Maybe we have to let's try opening up the app again. Okay, it looks like it's working now. We just needed to reopen the app. Banner's wanting to play a game, so we'll jump into a game. We'll jump into a game with you here. Touchdown draft is probably the game mode. I think this one and heist are probably the two game modes that I play the least. So please, pig. All right, one of the pigs is gonna get by. Nice. I wonder if we'll have arrows in hand. Nice. We got the goblin before it exited. Barb Hut also might be a little bit clutch because I think I gave you battle ram, so it might be kind of a good building for that. I hope the goblin gang can stop that. I actually don't have a lot of. I'm realizing I don't have a lot of air cards, except for dart goblins, so we'll have to. This is not good. Pull it back. Oh, okay. Guess a pig got to the end zone. All right, there we go. We'll arrows it again. All right. Mighty Miner. All right. Hopefully. All right. Looks like we do have enough for the gang. I don't really have. I'm gonna be honest. I can't stop your lava hound. Actually, maybe I can play a barb hut just in time. Okay. Alright. Go balloon. Looks like balloon is gonna get there. Alright. Good game. Good game, Banner. Alright, we are alright, we're now 2 wins up. 2 wins up in ranked mode. Let's see if we can make it 3. Obviously, this goes without saying, but it's even more important to win games in this league, just because there aren't golden steps. So it's like every loss directly takes us down a step. There's not any safe stopping points. It's just you either win or you don't, and if you don't, then you go backwards. This looks like some kind of brute spam deck by him. Yeah, usually this means like P.E.K.K.A. or something, with Bandit and Ewiz and Magic Archer. I don't know. All right, honestly, I'm happy that he used his battle ram there. We'll go with a furnace, and then I think guards should take care of this, I hope. All right. I guess we'll take a couple magic archer hits, but all right. At least we know what he's playing. Playing P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spam. I'm guessing his Battle Ram. I didn't see if it was Evo'd, but I'm guessing it is. So I'm guessing he's playing Evo Battle Ram, and I need to pay attention to the little diamonds that come up, because I think he's playing. I think his other Evo was Ghost, just considering how he's played it a couple of times already. He's probably trying to cycle to it, but I don't know. I didn't see if that's actually. I didn't see if that's actually what his other Evo was. And the Magic Archer is gonna once again get locked on our tower. So this is always a little bit hard to get through, just because P.E.K.K.A. is obviously pretty much the highest damage dealing card in the game. So it kind of shreds the Golem out. You know, outside of pretty much the highest damage dealing card outside of outside of an Inferno card, like Inferno Tower or Inferno Dragon. I think we'll just have to Vines the P.E.K.K.A. and hope that the mini P.E.K.K.A. does a pretty good job at killing it, and it looks like it does. Okay, we can heal this, and we'll get a little bit of damage. We just have to now defend a Battle Ram coming the other way, and we don't have our mini P.E.K.K.A., so I don't like how that Magic Archer is on my tower. Alright, we're pretty much even as far as damage goes. We'll try to hold on to our guards. We'll try to hold on to our guards for... Okay. Hold on to our guards for the P.E.K.K.A. I think that's... Baby Dragon should be MVP. I guess that's true if he doesn't... He doesn't have a ton of air cards outside of the E-Wiz, so... I guess he has Magic Archer as well. Alright, we'll try to go guards here, and then hopefully this can kill the Magic Archer. You know, we'll Vines everything, even though none of the cards really had a lot of health. Oh, it's gonna dash with no health. Alright, this is our last chance at a push here. We have to get some damage here. Doesn't look like we're going to. We're not going to get enough damage. I think all he needs is like one Magic Archer lineup. As long as his Magic Archer lines up with the tower, then or his Bandit. I guess that works as well. You meant with the Golem? Yeah, the thing is, before the Baby Dragon was nerfed, when it had that 50% speed boost, it didn't really matter if they had a P.E.K.K.A. or not. Like, you could still win P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spam pretty easily, because the speed up was it sped up the Golem so much before the nerf that it could pretty much get to the tower immediately, and so I think the nerf was necessary, but pre-nerf it was very pre-nerf it was even stronger to get by a P.E.K.K.A. Alright, this is kind of an interesting deck we've been given. Goblin Cage, Royal Giant Bomber. What the? I gotta mirror gotta mirror the heal spirit. All right. Hopefully that can jump on something. All right. Now we just have to defend a Royal Giant, push the other way. All right. Good game, Banner. I mean, you still have a minute to. You still have a minute to come back. You could still. You could do it. All right. All right. Heal up the Royal Giant. Nice. All right, that was a nice prediction. You knew I was gonna go Royal Giant there. Still gets a hit though, but I guess that's because Royal Giant is. I mean, I guess he's probably not broken, but sometimes sometimes it feels like he is. Noob is here as well. Noob invited me to a rage battle. All right, here's the thing, Noob. I tried to switch out my. I tried to swap out my deck because I don't know if you're watching or not, but I tried to. Normally, I play the Golem deck, and your deck does really well against it. So I tried to build a deck that I thought would do well against yours. A Royal Giant deck. So, you know, hopefully I'm able to make something happen here. I don't love rage battles though, just because it's like it's so. I don't know. It moves so quickly, and I don't know. I mean, I know you like them, so that's why I play them with you. But all right, good luck, Noob. I'm gonna have to kind of be locked in because I know that you're. I know you're pretty good. Hopefully that can deflect at least a couple of the witch shots. All right. So the damage is boosted, the speed is boosted, but the damage, or but the health isn't. All right, I guess it's faster but more fragile. Oh, you mean in the rage mode? All right, I guess that makes sense. You know what? We're gonna go in here. We're gonna try to make a little push out of it. Yeah. All right, that was pretty horrible by me there. This is a disaster. Alright, at least we have a... I mean, at least we have Royal Giant for the Expo, but... You just gonna fireball cycle me? I guess that's probably the smartest thing to do. Hopefully, tower's not even targeting it. Alright, good game, noob. You want to do a normal battle, non-raged? I guess you're probably not even here. You're probably not even in the chat, but draft battle? Alright, I'll do a draft battle with you. So what is this? This is every card you pick, every card you don't pick is given to your opponents. Okay. I don't know. You have a balloon, and I think hopefully you gave me some air cards, because as of right now I don't. Okay, we have Mega Minion. That's good. Speaking of which, have they announced what the new heroes are going to be yet? Like officially? I know kind of unofficially they were like Mega Minion and Goblin Gang were kind of what was suspected, but have they officially announced yet what the new heroes are going to be, or is that still like upcoming? Is that still, because I haven't opened Instagram today, so I didn't see if they posted an update or anything. I'm gonna be honest, my hand is really not good for this right now. Alright. I mean, we're not going to lose our whole tower, but... Okay, they announced it. Mega Minion and Goblin? Like, the normal Goblins or the Goblin Gang? If it's just the normal... If it's just the normal Goblins, that might be... That would probably be good, because I don't see a whole lot of people using the normal goblins. So, and they look broken, you say, as well. All right, we can do a the reaction on the TV Royale video. Is yeah, if that's released, then maybe I could probably pull it up, and maybe we could probably do a live reaction to it. Ooh, you're calling out the good game. All right. We're gonna need to void the princess. Hopefully Ram Rider can save us here, but still have another 900 damage to go. Alright, this is it. This is the last push. Oh, good game. Yeah, if they did release if they've released the TV Royale video, we can pull it up and I can do a live reaction to it. Let's see if that's up. Um, New heroes, Clash Royale. All right, they did announce it. Hero Goblins and Hero Mega Minion. All right, let's take a look. I don't know. Is the I'm assuming the audio is coming through.
Goblins have never been heroes.
What is this? Oh, is it playing through the Okay, I guess I can't watch it on the iPad. It's playing through. Maybe we do one of the shorts because that's in vertical mode.
The new hero cards are insane. Why? What do they do? Well, starting out with the least broken is Hero Goblins, which when they die, they spawn a banner that can be activated to respawn 4 goblins for 1 elixir. Wait, how long does the banner stay for? Can't I just wait for all the troops to leave? The banner only lasts for about 8 seconds, but its ability gets so much value spawning 4 goblins for 1 elixir. Seriously, you get 8 goblins for 3 elixir and you can spawn them on their side? Yeah, but that's not even the most broken hero.
Okay.
Why? What's next? Next up is Hero Mega Minion, who can dash anywhere on the map to kill any troop with the lowest amount of HP. Wait, do you seriously mean anywhere? Yeah, you can legit
What
snipe
the?
place beyond the enemy tower. This is overpowered. He can basically teleport to your
Okay.
tower and do a truckload of damage. But luckily they made it so after he uses his ability, his damage gets nerfed by 50% on the tower. Well, how much does the ability cost? That we still don't know, but I'm assuming it's gonna be 2 to 3 elixir. If the ability's only 1 elixir, we're doomed. The new hero cards are insane.
All right, so the goblins have a what? They spawn a banner that spawns additional goblins, and the Mega Minion dashes anywhere on the map and kills the lowest health troop. That could be kind of broken. Like if they have a dart goblin or a princess that's just sitting back and being annoying, you could use the ability and just immediately dash and kill it. All right, that seems like a strong combo. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that kind of changes the game, if at all. I guess if there's, I don't know if skeletons or skeleton army will be any more popular, just because the Mega Minion, I think skeletons have pretty much the lowest health of any troop in the game, so if there's any skeleton on the board, the Mega Minion would just dash on that. So I don't know, it'll be curious to see if like the skeleton army use will stay the same, or if it'll go up slightly to try and, I don't know, to try and maybe protect other troops. Alright, this guy's playing barbarians, which is not a great sign for Golem. Usually you don't want to see that as a Golem player. We do have Evo Furnace though, and Evo Baby Dragon, so our splash should be okay. So you said the goblins are like the Phoenix, but they only respawn if you want, and they respawn 3. Okay, I guess that kind of makes sense. And did it say the ability was? It said the ability was 1 elixir, right? So it's just a 1 elixir ability. That seems really strong for 1 elixir, because it said in the video you get what? You get 8 goblins for 3 elixir. That seems pretty strong to me. I'm sure the usage rate will go up with the goblins, just because the usage rate I would imagine is pretty low right now. You don't see a lot of people using the regular goblins. I don't even know like a particular deck that has them. All right, we do have both of our Evos now. So if he goes Minion Horde, We're going to need to go with our baby dragon to defend this side. I never really like splitting up the Evos, but we needed to just to defend that. They will become overused. Yeah, they seem very strong for sure. All right, hopefully we can defend this. Looks like we can. So this is another Evo Mega Knight Evo Witch player, so they deserve all the BM that's coming to them. Jimmy, you came across the channel yesterday. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope hopefully you've enjoyed the content so far. It's good to have you here. All right. Oh, I guess. All right, Banner. I saw your challenge like flash up for a split second there, so we can play a game after I play this guy. It's kind of an interesting deck. It's like a log bait deck, but he has miner in there as well, so kind of a interesting combination. It's a log bait with miner, but I mean he's in League 4, so I guess it's kind of working out for him. I wonder if that means he has Inferno Tower as well, because Logbait typically does, but sometimes you see a different building there. Like sometimes you'll see Cannon, sometimes you'll see sometimes Tesla will be the building as well. So I guess curious to see what building he has. Even if it is Inferno Tower, we shouldn't be. It's not like it's over if they have Inferno Tower, because we do have a reset for it. Thanks, Jimmy. I do my best to just kind of, I don't know, to just kind of be chill, be a little bit more relaxed. I don't know. When I used to watch Clash Royale YouTubers a lot more. It's just one of the things I noticed is that it seemed like a lot of people did kind of have that over the top personality, or they would just cuss a bunch. So I was like, maybe it's worth making Clash Royale content that's just a little bit different. So I'm glad you're enjoying it so far. I did not expect that to take my whole tower. He hasn't played a building yet, so we'll just kind of hold on to our vines. Oh, that's not going to take his tower. All right, we have 20 seconds. We're 174 damage away, but I don't think we can. I don't think we can get there in time. Yeah. Well, we got close. Do I play any other games? I've uploaded a couple Brawl Stars videos. I did download Clash of Clans. I haven't played that a whole lot, but I just figured people who like Clash Royale, might have other Supercell games like Brawl Stars. So I've uploaded a couple videos like that, and I play it occasionally. And then I do have Clash of Clans downloaded, but I haven't actually uploaded a video playing that yet. So I do play a couple other games, and I'm thinking maybe if people want to see that, I'll continue to kind of expand to other games, because I think it would be fun to stream and play other games. So what is this challenge, by the way? I've never I've never heard of a ramp up battle. Is that like, does the elixir ramp up? Is that why it's called ramp up? I've never played or heard of this game mode, so I don't really know what to expect. I think I also queued in. I think I queued in with the wrong deck. I queued in with this Royal Giant deck, which I don't normally play. How old am I? I just turned 22, so yeah, I think that the little bit of scruff that I have helps me to kind of look that age, because when I don't, before I had any kind of facial hair, people mistook me for like 16 years old, just because I don't know, I have kind of a young looking face, and I used to work at a thing is I used to work at a car dealership, and some people would come in and they would be like, "Oh, are you even?" They would kind of joke like, "Are you even old enough to work here?" kind of thing. And so, I'm 22, but I used to not really look it. Also, I'm still a little bit, so maybe does the elixir ramp up? Because it seems like we're in double elixir, and there's still more than a minute to go. So is that what this is? Alright, Monk is going to go back, so we're not going to be able to get the deflection, but we will still take the tower, and you have a couple spells, Banner, so I know you're going to be able to take my tower with something, so just have to keep spamming, I guess. Alright, I guess the ramp up battle is the elixir ramps up? But I guess it does that normally, right? Maybe it ramps up a little bit quicker. Let's see if you can ramp up. Okay, the elixir pumps faster and faster. All right, I've never played that game mode before. How's it going, Balbacar? I've been doing YouTube since last. I don't know. It's been less than a year. I think it's been maybe 7 months or so. I think I started. Maybe not even that long. Maybe it was 6 months ago. It was last fall. I think it was last August-ish is when I started. So, maybe it's been 6 months or so. And that's kind of when I re-downloaded. That's kind of when I re-downloaded Clash Royale as well, because I had played it when I was a little bit younger, then I deleted it, and then I re-downloaded it just a few days before actually making, maybe it was a week or so. I re-downloaded it maybe a week before actually making YouTube content, so I've only been playing Clash Royale consistently for about the same amount of time, probably 6 months or so. And this guy, I think this guy might be playing the Archer Queen Pigs deck. If so, this is normally if he is playing that deck, which it looks like he is, it's probably going to be a difficult matchup, just because normally this deck struggles a little bit, just because I don't have a big spell to kill the Archer Queen, and he's usually able to cycle so quick back to cannons. So the cannons just kind of keep distracting the Golem. The Archer Queen stays alive and just deals massive damage, and then the Royal Delivery usually lands on top of the Baby Dragon or the Furnace behind and does a pretty good job at killing it. So this is normally a tough matchup to win. I don't actually know if I've ever I don't know that I've ever beaten this matchup. I think I might have won once if the opponent was really bad, but this is definitely going to be, we're definitely going to have our work cut out for us here. No, that's all right, Jimmy. You don't need to. I don't think you're being nosy or anything. It's just it's you know I just see it as you wanting to learn more about me. So I don't think it's nosy or anything. I am wanting to do this full time. I'm not in school or anything right now. I did have a job several months ago, but then I moved states and I don't have that job anymore. So I currently don't have a job. I'm just kind of doing this full time, and hopefully I can make a career out of this because I do really like making videos. It's kind of what I did in my last job. Like, my last job was at a car dealership, and for the first little bit I was in sales, but then I ended up switching to like social media, making videos and whatnot. And so I was making videos there as well, and I realized I kind of liked it. And then I don't know, I had never really planned on doing YouTube myself, but then I don't know, I watched some Clash Royale creators and kind of got back into the game and was like, I don't know, maybe I could start making videos just because I liked making videos in the previous job that I had. It essentially involved making them for customers. Like, if the customer requested information on a car, ideally you would go out and take a video of the car for them and kind of show yourself and introduce yourself, and that was kind of a good way to introduce yourself to the customer online, show them the car. And so that was one of the parts of my job that I really liked doing. And so that's kind of when I realized that I liked video making. And then after a little bit more time, I guess I kind of realized that I could make videos myself instead of make videos for customers or make videos for a business. Because beforehand I was just posting videos on the business's YouTube channel. So I guess that's kind of how I discovered that I liked making videos. And all right, well, note to self, save our guards for the prince next time. I wonder if this guy's using this guy might be using a Sparky deck, just because I know a lot of Sparky decks use Skeleton Army, and some of them use Giant Skeleton as the tank as well. So I wonder if that's what this guy's using. Maybe a giant Skeleton Sparky deck. Except he's also, I accidentally used my guards there, so we have to be ready for. We're gonna have to mini P.E.K.K.A. and Bar Barrel if he decides to go for his Prince Skeleton Army push again. Except I think it has low enough health where we can just minions. Also, I don't know, this guy's probably not playing Sparky just based off of him throwing a Goblin Barrel. I don't know a whole lot of Sparky decks that have Goblin Barrel in them, but I don't know, maybe this is some kind of weird variation. We're gonna Vines those because we don't want to take too much damage, and we pretty much have to. I mean, we have to take a tower here. I don't think he's played a building yet, but okay, he has Inferno Tower. Good to know. We'll vines this once the prince gets a little bit closer. I mean, I would have liked to have the vines for the archers, but all right, we're facing all the BMers today. I think the last guy yawned as well. This guy is BMing, so all right, we're not making a lot of progress. We're staying stuck right now at the very bottom of the league, and I think we need 11 wins because 1, 2. No, I guess we only need 10 because we're at step 1. So we need 10 wins, and so far we've gotten 0 wins up. The thing is, I think it would be nice to switch decks. Like I would like to switch decks, but I just don't have the card levels to be able to do it. I think it would be nice to play. Like I would like to play the Evo Skeleton Barrel just because there is this Evo Skeleton Barrel. There is this Evo Skeleton Barrel clone deck that I really like playing. It's kind of a little homemade thing with giant skeleton, but I don't have the card levels are not there. You gotta go, Jimmy. All right. Well, thanks so much for joining. Good luck with the rest of your day. Hopefully you have a good day, and hopefully I can see you in a future stream or a future video. Didn't even see the bandit. All right. Well, we're pretty much even in damage. We're 10 HP apart. He's giving us the thumbs up. We'll give him the thumbs up as well. We'll show a little bit of positivity, even though we've been beaten down this whole game. All right. Cheers to you, Jimmy. Hope you have a good day. All right. Our next furnace is going to be evoed, so we just need to defend whatever push he's building up, and then okay. I think we are going to take a Mega Knight jump. Okay, we don't. This is a little bit scary. We'll have to tank the wall breakers, and the witch is on, so I think that's going to take our tower. All right, we'll go with a golem in the back. I don't love going golem in the same lane that he took a tower with, just because he can place a Mega Knight on top of my troops. Like if I put a furnace here, even though it's on my side, he can Mega Knight on top of it. But on the other hand, that tower is at 700 health, so we kind of need to attack it, and we will take that tower. So we will kind of have to be on high alert though, because he has. We'll need to vines that as well, just because I didn't get the bard barrel down in time. We kind of need to be on high alert because he has a bunch of spammy cards, like wall breakers and bandit. So we have to just kind of be aware of him spamming us in the base. He could go with a. This guy seems like the kind of slimy. Yeah, I knew it. I was gonna say this guy seems like the slimy kind of guy that would just go with a bandit in the base. I think I missed the dart goblin, but the baby dragon is gonna take care of it. I think we just need to kill. Okay, I think he's just gonna try and continually spam us. So I think when we go with a golem, we'll go with it here, just in case he does decide to go with a Mega Knight or something. Hopefully the golem will tank. And we don't have our golem now, so we're gonna have to go with Mini P.E.K.K.A. as our tank, and I don't think we're gonna break through this. Dude, we're going against all the BMers today. Everyone is BMing us after they win. And we're up against another Josh. So there can only be one of us. There can only be one Josh. This town ain't big enough for the for the two of us. His King Tower is level 14, so I wonder if his cards will be under-leveled at all, or if... Doesn't look like it. Alright, so his win condition is Hog Rider. I didn't see if the Valkyrie was evoed or not. If it is, that'll be a little bit more troublesome. And he has Evo Wizard as well. Alright. And E-Barbs. I don't know why I played the guards in a position that the wizard would splash them. I should have played them on the other side. And Rage. So Evo Wizard, Hog Rider, Rage. Next time he plays his Valkyrie, we'll see if he has... We'll see if it has the little diamond. We'll see if his Valkyrie's evoed. And his Zap is not Evo. So I'm guessing his Valkyrie probably is. So I'll probably play it here. Okay, so his Valkyrie is evoed. So Evo Valkyrie and Evo Wizard are the two. You know what? We're gonna Vines just in case he raged it. Now he does have E-Barbs, so we can't. I don't think we can go with a Golem in the back because he'll just E-Barbs the bridge. So we have to kind of play it up here so that the Golem tanks, and the Golem is gonna be dead by the time it even reaches the bridge, pretty much. So I don't know how. Alright, I mean, on the bright side, we have... yeah, we're going to Vines that as well. I don't think we should take any damage from this. And at least he doesn't have his Rage for the Hog Rider, but it's still going to get a hit. Alright, this guy's defense, this guy has a very defensive deck. Evo Wizard and Evo Valkyrie are just both annoying to get through. And he is going to protect that. So you know what? We're going to Vines just to kill everything. And the Zap is going to give it an extra hit. Alright, well we pretty much have one more. We have one more push in us. Hopefully we can... Holy, that Hog Rider is going crazy. At least his Valkyrie's not evoed. But that's the only thing we have going for us. And I was hoping we would hit the Wizard. Mini P.E.K.K.A. Mini P.E.K.K.A. does not get a hit. Alright, we need to Vines the Hog Rider. I don't think we should take a hit. but we still only have 30 seconds. That hog is gonna get a hit. So I mean, we gave it our best. We gave it our best shot. We have been on a 4-game losing streak. Infinite elixir battle. I don't have a deck built for that. But you know what? I will. Are you online? I'll challenge you to a. If you're online, we can do a triple draft battle. I'll do that. I don't have a deck built for the infinite elixir, so we'll try to draft. I don't know. I guess we'll wait to see what win conditions we have. This should be the win conditions here. Honestly, here's the thing. I don't normally use this win condition, but just because we have Baby Dragon and Phoenix, which should both work kind of well with it, this might end up working out, and we do have arrows in case of like a firecracker or a dart goblin or something in the back. So this is not a win condition I normally play, and that's not going to be good. Normally that's not the building you want to see when you're playing this win condition. At least we have Earthquake though, so that's something. All right, and we have arrows for that. I'm not feeling too bad about this. This is, again, this is kind of a deck I'm not super familiar with using, but I don't know. It might end up working out. I don't have a big spell to be able to kill the magic archer though, so. Lightning as well. All right. I guess we'll wait until double before we go with one of these. Oh, I didn't know the earthquake damaged the Tesla while it was underground, but that's kind of cool. I'm hoping the bandit doesn't dash. Okay. Alright, if you go with an E-Giant in the back, I'm assuming you're going to do it, so we'll go with a Lava Hound in the back. I don't love that you have Tesla and Magic Archer and Dart Goblin, but does Earthquake and Arrows kill the Magic Archer? Oh, I guess the bowler splashed it, so I guess. Alright. Alright, we're making some progress here. Honestly, we're gonna go with this at the bridge, just because It needs to be answered. We'll just arrow, and that should be the game. All right. Well, good game. Good game, Banner. How's it going, Code Robot? How are you? How are you today? Banner, you want to do another draft battle? All right, we'll do another draft battle. Ooh, this is kind of interesting pick. We'll go for this one. We'll go with a bow. Both of these are actually terrible against Expo, but I'm not going to be the guy that plays Mega Knight, so you know, I'm gonna play Giant just because it goes with my morals of I guess. You're doing good. That's good to hear. I'm doing all right as well. You know, just doing what I love, streaming, making videos. Can't be mad about that. So. I'm assuming you have Mega Knight. I don't know if there's ever really a... You know, we're going to do this on defense. It's probably not the best decision, but I don't know of an opportunity where I'll be able to go with it on offense. Just knowing that you have Mega Knight, I don't know. You're laughing. Does that mean are you confident? All right. We'll hold on to that for now. All right. Well, we know you have Mega Knight, so I don't really know. And you have Earthquake as well. So I'll be honest, I don't know. I don't think playing Expo ever is going to be a good idea. I think we might just have to win through Magic Archer chip, honestly. Magic Archer has been carrying us this whole game, so. And I think Rage does 54 damage, so. We might need to use it on defense though for your next Pig's Onslaught. All right. You have a question? You're trying to recruit the best Clash Royale players to your clan? Honestly, it does. I mean, it sounds tempting. I don't know. I have a clan that I have a clan that I love. I have a clan that I'm loyal to. So I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can leave them. That was close. That was close, Banner. You nearly came back from that. I mean, although I may not be able to leave. I mean, obviously I can leave the clan, but I've been with them for a while. I love all the people there, so maybe we could at least be we could be friends in Clash Royale. I could play with you on 2v2s. I could do any of that. But what is your clan? You know, this is turning into less of an Ultimate Champion push and more of a more of a banner friendly battle stream, which is, I mean, which is totally fine. I love playing you guys in friendly battles, but if you do want to, if you do want to, if you do want to see ultimate, an ultimate champion push, or you want to get back to that, then we can kind of do this intermittently. So if there's anything particular you guys want to see in the chat, then let me know. This deck is interesting. Our only win condition is Battle Ram, which is a fine win condition, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like it gets damaged quite as consistently as some of the other ones, but it's called I don't know, and the top player's name is Pepe. All right, I'll go ahead and look it up after this game. Also, I think I saw one of your options. You know what? We're gonna lightning that. Maybe a bad lightning, but just to take the E-Barb's health down and ensure that there's not any of a counter push. Giant. All right. I was hoping you picked Witch. I saw Witch as one of the options that you could choose, and that's why I picked Lightning, because I was hoping you would pick Witch, and you did. So you've fallen right into my trap. I guess I'll save the lightning for the witch instead of the E-Barbs. I wonder, I know that sometimes if you put a slower troop in front of like a fast moving one, it pushes it. Does the battle ram get pushed by the lumberjack? I don't know, it's hard to tell while it's dashing, but alright, we're gonna take a tower. I wish I had that Grinch emote. The only Christmas ones I have are like these. Alright, good game, Banner. Fenrir is here. How are you doing, Fenrir? You were asleep, you woke up to see the live, and then you called a friend? No, that's alright. You don't have to show up. You don't have to show up exactly when the stream starts. You're not, I'm not expecting you to show up at all. Like, obviously I'd love to have you here, but you should never feel pressure to have to show up. But it is good to have you here. Let's see. Your friend ID is it playful. Does it matter if it's capitalized? This one? Playful, or is there an S? Playful Tylers. Let's see. Hold on. Is that the right one, or is there? Or do I need to add an S? Okay. Oh, I guess it is this one. Cause all right, Code Robot is your name. All right. I just sent you a friend request. I'm gonna be honest. I hope that there is. I hope that you gave me something. I hope that there is something to stop a giant skeleton. Because right now we only have minor. Okay, we do have ice. You did give us ice golem, which is good. And rocket and barb hut. What is this? What is this deck? I guess barb hut is not too bad against giant skeleton either. All right, you're feeling pretty good about the draft. Oh, I think that's a bit too low. All right, that should still do a fine. Still do a fine job. Well, actually, minor over here. Yeah, Fenrir. That the title is Road to Ultimate Champion, and we haven't seen one match of ranked. Here's the thing. I was playing ranked. I was playing ranked up until like 10 minutes ago, but every ranked game was loss after loss. Like, we'll still go back to playing it because obviously it's the title of the video, so I don't want to clickbait you. So we will go back to playing that, but it's like, we did play ranked up until just a few minutes before you showed up. So we'll go back to playing ranked after this match. I should have expected that because I gave you Expo, so I knew that you had it, but I don't know. I guess I wasn't expecting you to play it there, but if you go pigs now, I think we would be... Alright, I was going to say, if you go with pigs, I think we would be in trouble just because didn't have anything in hand, but I'm going to go with it over there. We need to assert dominance with defeating this guy. Here's the thing, he keeps challenging me. Banner keeps challenging me. Like, I'm playing ranked. I'm doing the Ultimate Champion thing, and Banner keeps wanting to play me, so he keeps requesting battles, and I keep playing him. But you know what? We'll go back to Ultimate Champion after this, but yeah, we'll go back. We'll go back to Ultimate Champion after this, but yeah, I do have more. I do have more fun doing friendly battles and playing with you guys. I do have more fun doing that, but see, look, I'm just gonna sit here. I'm not gonna do anything, and Banner is probably gonna challenge us to a battle. I mean, we'll still play a game of ranked just because I said that we would, but there's a cancel button. I know there is, but it's not like I want to. Yeah, you're rage baiting. It's working a little bit as well. Alright, so his Goblin Barrel is evoed, and this guy looks like this is another log bait player, except maybe not. This is a little different. He has Bowler. So this is an interesting version of log bait with Hero Musketeer as well. I do think I do think this is a little bit worse for us because I think Hero Musketeer and Bowler are going to be a little bit more difficult to get through with a Golem. Believe it or not, I think I'd rather play against an Inferno Tower just because we have vines for it, but you added me? Alright, I'll take a look after this game. He's playing recruits as well. This is... What is this? This is a weird deck. I wonder if this is the one... No, probably not. I've seen some decks that are kind of like bait decks like this that have Mighty Miner, but I think he has Musketeer as his hero. Unless there's another hero slot. I know that there's 2 in Trophy Road. I don't know if there's 2 in Ranked. And we're going to use our barrel there and just use our vines to defend the next barrel. I'm not going to go with it though, so we'll go in here and we'll vines these 2. Honestly, we'll ignore the singular recruit on the right lane. I always heal up the mini P.E.K.K.A. just a second too late. Where's my boy Noob? I don't know. He's not here. Noob has not shown up. Alright, we're gonna take a bit of damage from this. Yeah, Noob is not here. I don't know if he plans on showing up, but he hasn't been here for the stream so far, so I guess we'll see if he shows up. Alright, we'll go with Golem now, just because we have Barb Barrel if he decides to go with his Goblin Barrel anywhere. And this is kind of what I was talking about, how Bowler is a little bit more annoying, because it just keeps knocking the mini P.E.K.K.A. back, not really allowing it to move forward and kill the troops that it needs to. I mean, as of right now, we're up by like about 1,000 damage, so did I see the upcoming updates? I saw the new hero reveal. I don't know if that's what you're asking, but I saw the new heroes that were announced. I haven't seen any I don't think I've seen any updates as far as like balance changes or anything of that sort. So all I saw about new and upcoming changes were the new heroes in the Mega Minion and the Goblins, but I haven't seen anything else. I haven't heard anything about a free reward either. There's a free reward? Is that in the Supercell store, or where do you find that? The audio, okay. Looks like the audio went down for a while, but then it came back, Rima. I don't really know. Let's see. Their gameplay. I watched a YouTube short of their gameplay really briefly. Global Challenge. I don't think I heard about that. And a new competitive badge for Touchdown. Yeah, I haven't heard about any of that. All right, I see your profile here, Robot. All right, you just send it to me over Discord or something with a QR code, and I'll take a look at that. I only heard about the new heroes. I didn't hear about the new global challenge or the badge for touchdown. All right, with this, I think Dagger Duchess is a little bit more annoying in single, just because he doesn't have to answer the fire spirits, but it should help us out a bit more. It should help us out a bit more in double. Alright, I think guards should defend this. So this guy's playing Bowler, Mega Knight, Bats. Thought he played one other card as well. Alright, you sent it. I will take a look at that after the stream. Thanks, Fenrir. What is this deck? You know, we're gonna wait till the wizard crosses and then go with this. And you know what? We will Vines the bowler as well, just to take as little damage as possible. Still gonna take a lot of damage. I wonder if this is some kind of graveyard deck. Normally you don't see Wizard and Mega Knight in graveyard, but I don't know. This is looking like maybe it could be that, because he has Giant, he has Bowler. Both of those kind of work with the graveyard. Honestly, he's probably just going to want to build up a massive push, so we'll go with this because he probably won't want to go. He probably won't want to rush too early before he builds up his push. So we should be able to do okay. We'll just Vines both of these. Miss the Giant, which is not great, but at least we're pretty much going to lose our tower. We are back to a Golem though, so we can go with another Golem, and we have 2 on the board. I think we're almost certainly going to lose our tower here, so we need to take his. Does anyone know what spell this guy played? Oh, it's overtime. It's just whoever takes each other's tower, and we're going to take his tower first. All right, that was a good win. Let me look at that guy's deck to see if he had either a. He did have Zap. I don't know if Zap would have done enough damage though, and it wasn't a graveyard deck. It was just a Giant Mega Knight beatdown. All right, we'll keep going. We're a couple of wins up. We have a little bit of momentum. And this is another Giant player, but not the hero version. It seems like with Giant you can. You know what? We're gonna Vines that. I wonder if this is another. He does have Giant and Witch, so it could be Giant Graveyard, but he doesn't. I don't know. He doesn't have a. Yeah, this could be Giant Graveyard. Just with Dark Goblin, I guess. Could be kind of a. I don't know. Could be a variation of that. Or maybe this is some homemade stuff. Maybe this is a homemade deck. Hopefully the Furnace can snipe the Dark Goblin. It's locked onto that. Alright, we are going to take a bit of damage. This is kind of starting just like the last one did. Last guy was using Giant. Last guy got off to a bit of a damage lead, but it all kind of comes down to double. Um, whether or not he can defend the push in double elixir. If he doesn't support this, we'll just okay. And I hope the mini P.E.K.K.A can hit the witch. Okay, does kill it. Now, if this is graveyard, he has Giant in hand, and he might want to go with that here. So we'll vines that. Maybe this isn't graveyard. Maybe this is just a Giant. Maybe this is just a Giant beatdown deck. We should have enough for Golem. Okay, he's gonna zap. All right, at least we have the Evo Dragon. That's not what you like to see. We're gonna vines that just to kill the Dark Goblin. And Baby Dragon is gonna be on the tower, so now we're pretty much even as far as damage goes. If we go for minions low enough, hopefully we can avoid a hit. Okay. Heal up the mini P.E.K.K.A, vines this. This is kind of coming down to the wire a little bit. I don't really think we can. I don't think we can vines. I don't think we can vines cycle just because it does. I don't know how much it does, but I think it only does 100 and something damage. So we would need a. Yeah, we wouldn't even be able to cycle 2 because it would only do 220 damage total. But I missed the Dark Goblin. No. That just needs to hit the tower once. Honestly, I think my mistake there, I think what lost me the game was missing the vines on the Dark Goblin, because then I had to spend a bar barrel just to kill it, and then I couldn't get the mini P.E.K.K.A in time. It is frustrating how sometimes one mistake cost you the entire game. Like, you miss a vine, you miss a bar barrel, you miss something, and sometimes that's all you need. That's the only mistake you need that'll cost you. All right, we have a spectator, so we'll throw out an emote. And I don't know if our opponent just lost. If that's why he's doing the sad bowler. But we'll just. Okay, we'll take a little bit of minion damage. But we're getting some Fire Spirit chip on the other side. And he used his skeleton army, so mini P.E.K.K.A is on the tower. Okay, weren't able to heal it up, but we did get quite a bit of damage. So what is this guy playing? He has Hero Musketeer, Goblin Barrel, mini P.E.K.K.A. What else did he? He had minions as well. This could be a, okay. I was gonna say this could be a graveyard deck, but I don't know if it is after that. All right, hopefully we're gonna need a vines. We're gonna need a vines that as well. At least we get the turret, but it's still gonna take our whole tower pretty much. All right, that was not a great. That was not a great defense. Now we know to save our. Now we know to save our mini P.E.K.K.A for his Mega Knight. We'll you know what? We'll let the other side go. I didn't even see the mini P.E.K.K.A there, but we shouldn't lose our whole tower. Why is that in the other lane? I did not mean for the baby dragon to be over there. At least we should take his tower here. Because the evil... This is wonderful. This is a fantastic game. I mean, we need his tower. And we're not gonna get it. I think we're right back to where we started. I think we're at the very We're back at the very start of Champion. All right, well, good game. I don't know if that was a good game. I mean, it was a somewhat close game until the end there, but it does get a bit tiring of. It does get a bit tiring of playing Mega Knight game after game. It looks like we're in Expo. It looks like we're against Expo for this one, which I don't think that's a terrible matchup. I mean, Golem is pretty good against Expo. Mini P.E.K.K.A is kind of acts as another tank. So I don't think my deck does too bad against Expo. Fenrir, you're back. Good to have you back. We are up against Expo in this next game, and this might be a little bit. Normally I don't Golem in single, but because he went Expo, we're going to, and we're actually going to Vines everything as well. It could have maybe saved up for. Furnace, but the archers were just gonna annihilate the Golem, so we Vines them instead. His cycle is going to be a little bit quicker because this is 3.0 Expo cycle, and I think my cycle is 3.8 or 3.9. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get back to Golem in time. We're not going to be able to, so we're going to need to go like this. Going to need to Vines everything, and I don't. Hopefully that it's not going to get a hit. We're just going to need to go with late minions to kind of do a little bit of damage to it. At least we got more damage on his other side tower. Seems like he kind of just ignored the right hand side. Am I single this Valentine's Day? I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even realize Valentine's Day was coming up. Yes, I am single. Why? Okay, he's gonna use his fire. This guy is not a very good Expo player. He used his fireball there, so now he's not gonna have much to kill the. Not gonna have anything to kill the furnace. And we're just gonna Vines this instead of the tower, just because that should still do pretty well. And he's going to miss the fireball. I hope Mini P.E.K.K.A can give us a hit. And it does. Good game. He's trash. Yeah, he does seem like trash. So there are no excuses if I lose this game. We're just going to Vines that. It doesn't matter if we hit the Tesla or not. We just need to kill. We just need to kill the archers. And we'll just Golem again, and minions to take that down. Yeah, this guy is probably one of the worst Expo players I've probably ever seen. Yeah, we will heal that up, and then we'll just go with that for his archers, and that should do it. All right, well, good game. Honestly, that was probably the easiest matchup we've had this whole stream. What are my top 5 Clash baddies? I mean, that's a weird question, but we'll roll with it. Okay. Looks like we're up against Royal Giant, which is not going to be fun. Typically we struggle a bit versus RG. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I think the Spirit Empress is pretty well designed. I think she's good looking. I like the princess as well. I think she has a nice design. You know what? Nah, this sounds weird. We're just gonna stop. We're just gonna stop there. Um, yeah, we're gonna yeah we're gonna stop while we're ahead. I'm pretty sure this deck does have Fisherman as well, so we should actually probably hold on to our guards just because the Fisherman's gonna yoink the mini P.E.K.K.A away. A Rune Giant? Uh, Absolutely not, but I can see how that's some people's cup of tea. How about you, Fenrir? What are your rankings for what are your rankings? Please just get one hit. Okay. That's fine. We'll take a little bit of Evo Hunter damage. We'll take 2 hits, which is not good. You know, we'll have to tank that because I think his Royal Giant is out of hand, so we'll spread these out a little bit. We know he has Fireball, so he's gonna have to log as well if he wants to kill. I guess he has Barbed Barrel and not log. You know what? That's a little bit of damage. That's something. I don't like tea. Are you talking about like tea is in like gossip or tea is in like the actual drink? As far as tea is in gossip, then yeah, I don't mind it. I kind of like hearing a little bit of tea. Okay, thankfully the minions survive. I thought the fireball was gonna hit him. Archer Queen, the OG baddie. Archer is Spirit Empress. All right, that's fair. I know people can get a little bit weird online. I've heard about people that are, you know, raving that Archer Queen is barefoot, and I always thought that was a little bit weird. All right, well, he's gonna rush us with RG, maybe a risky golem, but we just have to mini P.E.K.K.A immediately. Okay, we do kill the hunter, actually. Okay, of course he's back to another one, but vines, everything, and maybe if the furnace can get... Okay. Let's say maybe if we can get a couple... Maybe if we can get lucky, we can get a couple fire spirit chips. But he just needs to... I mean, he either needs... Just needs one more fireball, or just a Royal Giant on the tower. He's just cycling to another fireball. Well played. Alright. Princess is a child? Okay, alright. I took back what I said. I wasn't. Obviously, that was just a joke for the stream. That wasn't actually. I mean, what do we do? What do we do, guys? We're stuck. We're stuck at step 1 of champion. We're not even. We're not even into grand champion or royal champion. We're stuck at champion right now. And I can't change the deck because this uses your actual card levels, so these are the only ones that have decent enough card levels. So I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of at a loss of what to do. The only thing we can really do is just keep playing. I mean, we just have to keep playing with our deck, and you know, keep using what we have. That's kind of seems like that's the only option, because we can't. Okay, a little late on the guards there. What is RP? Oh, Pass Royale. I don't know. I don't really want to spend more money. It's like I don't know. I spent money a while ago in the game. I vowed to stop. Am I getting bored? I mean, maybe slightly. Maybe slightly. It is. I don't know if bored is the right word, but I don't know. I do feel a little bit stuck. Like I guess I just wish there were more options. Like I wish we had the option to swap out a deck, because you know, I just we could, but then our cards would be very underleveled, and you know, we would struggle. So it's like I wish we could swap out our deck to the giant skeleton clone one, because I do really like playing that deck. I do like playing giant skeleton, clone, Evo Witch. How's it going, CS? You know, he does have poison, so he's definitely going to use it here. So we're not going to have our Evo Furnace for the big push. And we already know he's going to go. We just lost. I mean, the good news is that at least we touched his tower. At least we got a little bit of damage. We didn't really get any damage until 10 seconds left in the game, but yeah. Also, my nose has still been a little bit runny for some reason. I still don't know why that is. It's not like I live in a really allergy-inducing place. All right, Rima's wanting to 2v2. All right, let's do it. Let's mix it up a little bit. Let's play some 2v2. Also, I didn't realize that you were so good, Rima. When I accepted your friend request and looked at your trophies and whatnot, you were at 12,000 trophies, and you had won like, I don't know, you had won like 10 or 12,000 games. I was like, dang, this is you're a veteran. You lost your main account because you couldn't. You lost your main account because you couldn't remember the password. Oh, that's rough. I'm sorry to hear that. Is there not a way that you can? There's not a way that you can like reset your password or anything. Yeah, Rima is Rima from the chat. So we have Rima here helping us out with 2v2. He's playing a bridge spam deck. We're playing a golem beatdown deck. We'll just kind of We won't Vines that. I guess I should have expected that they would be back to Rocket, just because their cycle is so quick. They just have so many spirits. Yeah, he has a level. Yeah, he has a level 90 account. Yeah, that's another one of the things that I. It's another one of the things that I know. Honestly, that lane is completely shut down. There's no hope for that. Golden Knight is kind of going crazy though. Dashed all the way to the other tower. We'll goal him here, and he's gonna line that up with the tower. We need to Vines that immediately. All right, and our push is now completely decimated, and they can just rocket cycle us. All right, we'll just. You know what? We'll go with Baby Dragon on this side just to help support the P.E.K.K.A., clear out some swarm cards. All right, rough match. Rough match. Should we switch up the deck at all? Like, should we try to put together a couple decks that have more synergy? I know that's kind of what Fenrir and I did when we played 2v2s. We both committed to these nasty Elixir Golem decks. And it was hard to stop, but it seemed like those guys also kind of had a coordinated deck. They were both kind of playing Evo Executioner, Rocket Cycle, pretty much. All right, we will. I guess we'll continue the ranked journey. That's what the title of this video is. Is Rima a dude? I don't know. I actually have no idea. I didn't bother to. I didn't ask, but yeah, I'm not sure. What ideas would I have? I don't actually. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I think you're a much better player than me. You've been playing for much longer, so if you know any couple of decks that would have synergy, I would. You know. Okay. I would totally be open to whatever deck ideas you have, because I don't know off the top of my head. We're gonna Vines this because we know the Mother Witch is gonna turn the guards into pigs, so we're gonna try to kill it before it does. And we are up against giant Sparky Mother Witch. The Mother Witch is going to be a little bit annoying for the minions and the guards. Normally this deck doesn't do too bad against... Normally it doesn't do too bad against Sparky, just because we have Vines for a reset. We have kind of guards to distract, and normally minions are pretty good at chipping down the Sparky, so I don't actually remember playing a Mother Witch user though with Sparky. Most of the Sparky decks use Wizard or something. We're just gonna do this to tank the first Sparky shot. And alright, Mini P.E.K.K.A. survives. You know, if I was a little bit quicker, I definitely would have vined that. Hopefully. Okay, we will vines this, and I don't think we should need guards for that. All right, we'll go with the golem in the back now. Double golem is good in 2v2. Yeah, we could try that out. We could try out a double golem down, or a double beat down deck. We'll try to find this as soon as we can. Okay, the mini P.E.K.K.A is still alive. Golem's at the tower. All right, this is kind of what I was saying. Usually this deck does pretty good against Sparky. I guess even if he has Mother Witch, it seems like 80 or 90% of Sparky matchups we win. So, you know, although Sparky strikes fear into a lot of people's hearts, it honestly is a pretty good sign for me. This is the deck that I have now, Rima. I mean, you just saw me play it. If you want me to switch up anything, we can. I don't have too many of the Evos unlocked, but you know, if you have any suggestions of anything to switch out, we can. I also don't know how good you're mad. See, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm with Fenrir. I would be pretty upset if I lost all my progress as well on a Clash Royale game. I actually thought I did. I thought I did at one point because I created I had a different Supercell ID many years ago when I first downloaded the game, and when I clicked like Supercell ID, I don't know if it lets me go in. For some reason, it's not letting me go into settings, but when I go into Supercell ID and it had my other one listed, I just clicked on it just out of curiosity, and it logged me into the other game. And I wasn't at all familiar with how it worked, so at first I thought I had lost my other progress somehow, but then it didn't delete it. It just switched accounts. But I would be pretty upset if I was in your position and just lost all my progress and had to start back at my 3,000 trophy account. I wonder if I could. Let me look up on my phone if there's any. I'll just look up good 2v2 decks that complement each other. I mean, I guess we don't really need to. If you already know you're going to be playing a Golem deck, maybe I might add. Maybe Monk would be a good card to add, just because a lot of people want to use like a Fireball or a Rocket on the Furnace or the Baby Dragon or something. So I have seen at least some Elixir Golem decks that use Monk just being able to put in front and reflect anything. So I don't know, that might be a good card to add. I think Evo E-Dragon would be good as well, but honestly this deck looks pretty good. Both dragons, healer, golem. Can you add me? Yeah, you can add me as a friend. I think my Supercell ID is novel Josh Squash, so it's NOVEL novel and then Josh Squash. I think that's my ID, so you should be able to send a friend request there. Alright, he's gonna lane switch for some reason. Um, uh, we need guards immediate. Okay, we didn't even need guards. Want to go Golem already? I guess I'll be ready to defend if he rushes with a hog. Yeah. Prince on the other end. Yeah, yeah, that prince is still gonna get. Oh, it's not gonna get a hit. All right. I mean, the bad news is that we don't really have anything to support. Yeah, honestly, I think it's best that we probably let that go. Please, okay. Mini P.E.K.K.A didn't get a hit. All right, well now we're in double. What does novel mean? I think if something's novel, it means... I've heard it kind of used in conjunction with, like, new. Like, if something's novel and new, it's kind of... I don't know, it's kind of... like, exciting. It's fresh. I don't really know. I'll probably have to... probably look it up, honestly, but... That's just kind of the name it... That's just kind of the name it gave me. The Supercell ID it gave me, so... Yeah, that's the thing about... That's the thing about these decks is, like... I think they're good. They're just like... They're so heavy, though, and because your elixir... Because your elixir loads slower, it's just harder to get off a golem push because your elixir loads slower. You have less elixir to defend when they go in. It typically takes longer to get to the evos as well. Stream is kind of lagging. Is that something on my end? Is it lagging for anyone else? Okay. You looked up the definition? Interestingly new or unusual. All right. I guess that's what my name means. Something that's interestingly new or unusual. All right, nice. All right, it's good. I think as the as the channel grows, hopefully our budget will increase as well. Hopefully we can get monetized so that we can have an income to be able to get a little bit nicer equipment. But as of right now, I think the microphone, I think the quality is, it's fairly basic. I think right now, the microphone I'm using is like a, I don't know exactly what model it is, but it's like a, it's a $35 microphone, and so the stream is kind of fairly basic as well. So, I think as the channel grows, hopefully the stream quality will get better because we'll just be able to get, nicer equipment and whatnot. But I think as of right now, that might be, I guess what I'm saying is the quality isn't going to be top tier. I'm sure the audio quality, the video quality, the lagginess. I'm hoping that'll all improve as as the growth goes up as well. So that worked out much better. Honestly, that worked out pretty well. We got a 3 crown with the double golem deck. We'll throw out the lumberjack emote. I also think this bandit one is kind of funny as well. I don't know why. Just like the bandit screaming for some reason. I don't know. It's just funny to me. I have better equipment than our clan leader. I don't know. I try not to. I try not to, compare myself to other people or anything, but I guess that's hopefully the firecracker. Okay. We do activate king. I just see, I don't know. Sometimes as I'm recording, like I'll listen back to audio, whether or not it's a stream or whether or not it's just a regular video. Sometimes I'll listen back to the microphone, and it does work, but there are some YouTubers, and there are like podcasters and whatnot that I listen to and hear, and the microphone is just like top notch, and I'm like, the goal is to have a microphone like that where it's just where it has really good audio. So I'm sure once the budget increases a little bit, then we'll get a nicer microphone. So all right, that's good. That's good as long as the microphone sounds good and the stream quality is okay. Then honestly, I'm happy as long as you guys are happy. So you said long form is sometimes a bit sometimes noisy. All right, I know sometimes I record outside, so sometimes there is a little bit of background noise from like birds or cars passing by or something like that. So it's good that the streams are good at least. Ooh, you know what? Yeah, that was well played by him. He played the Royal Giant, which blocked the vines, so we couldn't vines the it didn't vines the firecracker, and it stayed alive. All right, at least we're getting a little bit of damage. Alright, if he decides to rush us, we have you know what, we're gonna vines that. That should get to the tower. And as long as it okay, did not get to the tower. Alright, well I think we just need one more lightning. One more lightning will do it. Looks like he's trying to lightning block. Alright, nice. That's another win with the double golem deck. Fenrir, do you know what's noisier about the longer form videos? Like, is it does it seem like it's the microphone itself, or is it kind of the background? Is it the background noises that are a little bit noisy? Good game. Yeah, that was a good game. That was honestly that was a pretty dominant strategy. Um, Double golem maybe the way to go if you're going to be playing 2v2 with a friend. Well, hopefully I was hoping the baby dragon would hit the wall breakers, but at least we only take one. At least we only take one wall breaker connection instead of two. And this guy, I'm gonna be honest, this guy doesn't seem like he's very good. He kind of seems like he's spamming a bunch of cards down. So as long as we can, I mean, he's playing hyper bait, but I think as long as we can counter push appropriately, then we should be able to win this one. Just because I don't know how good hyper bait is at defending massive pushes like Golem. Can you add me? Yeah, were you not able to add with the Supercell ID? Or did you send it and I just have to accept the friend request? I'll take a look after this game, and I'll if you didn't get the Supercell ID, I'll share that after this, so you can add me. Alright, I mean, I was going to try to activate King for a second, but because the guards are there, I don't think we're going to be able to. He's going to go with that in the back, so we'll go with a Golem in the back. If he does try to rush us with anything, we should be able to... Okay, the real one is over here. I think if we furnace like this, it should help out against both. It should help out against both lanes. And as long as we can keep... Oh, that one rascal girl killed the furnace. I think that might be the reason why we don't take the tower. We do get a good bit of damage, but honestly, if that one rascal girl hadn't killed the furnace, I think we probably would have... I think we probably would have taken the tower there. We now have more damage on the right, so... And the guards are there, so... Honestly, we might try... We might try to just go for the right-hand side, because we have more damage over there. We'll furnace in the back, because he's going to have to answer that. Alright, we take a bit of damage. We take a bit of damage ourselves. I hope we can defend this barrel. I don't know whether or not he has a big spell or not. Please, baby dragon, I just need one hit. And we get it, and we barely scrape out a win there. If we were just a millisecond later there, it would have been over. This is my Supercell ID though. You can see it up top. It says novel Josh Squash, and I think you can go to Supercell ID. You can hit add friend. and then you can add me there. Or if you want to, or if you want to put your Supercell ID in the chat, I can add you. It you know, it doesn't matter either way. So if you do want to add me CS, that's how you do it. All right, sent a friend request. For some reason, it keeps like shutting me out of. All right, I'm guessing this is you. All right, I just accepted it. All right, sounds good. What is my type in women? Have to like Clash Royale. You have to be a Clash Royale woman. I'm just kidding. You don't have to. You know what? Actually, I have a picture. I have a picture. You asked what my type in women is. I have a picture that kind of encapsulates what my type is. Let me find it here. All right. There we go. Obviously a joke. Not actually. All right. You want to do a triple draft CS? Let's go for it. How many trophies did you have? How many trophies did you have before, like in your other account? Because I know you said this is your secondary account. So, how many trophies did you have in your original one that you got locked out of? I love the fact that I have it on stand. Okay, no, that was not on standby. I had to look that up. I literally looked up Rune Giant because that was not on standby. I do not have that photo saved in my phone. What's her type in men? Okay, we're just not gonna answer that. Sparky. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have a lot of great answers for Sparky. Like I don't have a lot of the only swarm cards I really have are Skeleton Barrel is a swarm card, but it's also, you know, obviously it has to drop to release the swarm. And okay, this is an interesting deck. Royal Giant Sparky. You're actually going to get quite a bit of damage here. All right. This is Rune Giant is like buying Bitcoin in 2010. What does that mean? Like it's an investment. It'll pay off in the future. Is that what you mean? I don't know. Not really following, but you know what? I think we're gonna have to use wall breakers on defense here just to tank that Sparky shot. Take Rune Giant to the gym. Oh, that's what you mean? You have to... Well, it's going to take some time, but eventually your investment can pay. It's crazy calling that an investment, but you have to wait for your investment to pay off. That's crazy. Um, all right, well, good game, CS. If you want to play another one, I'm down for that. I like playing friendly matches with all you guys, except that I haven't played with Fenrir yet. Fenrir, I'm still waiting to play you in a game. I know you're worried saying that I'm gonna beat you, but I don't know. I think you're pretty good. I don't think I've ever played against you in a match, like, at all. Like, I've only spectated you, and we've only played 2v2s together. But all right, we'll do another triple draft. Tynus says Josh is the type of guy to keep Rune Giant as his background and then say you have to look it up. All right, how do you ban people on it? I'm just kidding. No, no, I did look it up. I had to. Come on, I'm not. I don't have Rune Giant as my background photo. I don't know how I feel about this this draft. This is kind of an interesting deck. Fenrir, why are you saying valid? Why are you saying valid? Come on. You're supposed to back me up here. You're supposed to be my buddy. You're not supposed to side with people that say I have Rune Giant saved in the phone. All right. Lumberjack. All right. You're saying that if you check my phone, you're not gonna see a terabyte of Rune Giant footage? Yes, that is correct. You're not gonna find a terabyte of Rune Giant footage on my phone. Honestly, I think I got a bit lucky here with the draft. I have Lightning for the Witch and Inferno Tower for the Mega Knight. Look, I'll show you guys. All right, just hold on a second. I have to play and look this up at the same time. Alright, let's see. Go. Bookmarks. Ready? History. There it is. Right? Rune Giant is in the search history. It is not saved in my photo. It's right there. I had to look it up to get it. Alright, I'm hoping that maybe I got lucky and you didn't pick a building, because I can't remember you playing a building just yet. I do know you have Mega Knight, but if you do have a building, we'll just lightning it. And it looks like maybe I got lucky. Maybe you didn't draft one. I'm googling Rune Giant in between the live. Yeah, I googled the Rune Giant to make a joke about what girls I'm into, not to actually. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna let the rage baiting get to me. I'm gonna just take a deep breath. We gotta be like the monk. We have to keep our inner peace. We have to. Where's the monk? We have to be like this man, right? When you deflect, we essentially have to. This is essentially like activating the deflection. You guys might be throwing all of these rage baiting comments at me, but I just have to reflect them, not let them get to me. See, Fenrir Noob is playing. It doesn't look like he's in the chat, but he's playing a game. So you know what? We're gonna spectate Noob because he's not here in the live. He usually is. So we're gonna spectate, and because he's already taken a tower, we might help him BM. Honestly, we might just laugh on the sidelines to give him a little bit of support. He's blowing kisses. All right. He's playing Skilled Expo. Yeah, he's playing Expo Mirror. With Witch and Valkyrie. He beats me pretty much every time. I can't play my Golem deck against it because his defense to Golem is pretty much impenetrable. Like I can't play the Golem deck I normally do. I think that giant skeleton ball might be okay. It was just barely off the tower. He can just mirror his Valkyrie. All right, we'll start throwing out the lass. It looks like he's got this game under wraps. He beats me. Yes, he's beaten me pretty much every time we've played. That's why I try to play. I try to play like one of the draft games with him because those are the games that I can actually win. But the only deck that I really have saved, like the only deck that I have saved in Trophy Road, is the Golem deck because it's the only one that I ever play. It's the only one that has the decent enough card levels. So whenever he challenges me to like a rage battle or a 1v1 or something, I'm always stuck playing the Golem deck. And hold on, I'm always stuck playing the Golem deck, and his does really well against it. So I pretty much lose every time we do like a rage battle, which is why I don't like playing rage battles. I pretty much, but he never seems to want to do a draft. Like he always whenever he sends a battle, he always seems to send a rage battle, and I'm like I don't like playing rage battles because his deck does well against mine, but you know I don't know, he just. But he is pretty good. He is good. He is good with his Expo deck. He does beat me most of the time. I'm the kind of guy to ask a lone Rune Giant for her Supercell ID. That's, you know, that was funny. I'll give you that. That was funny, but I you know, it's funny but not true. I'm not. It's not a true statement. It's just you know, just a funny one. And we're up against. I'm guessing that Witch was probably Evo'd, so we're up against probably Evo Mega Knight, Evo Witch, and we're gonna start by losing our tower. I mean, I guess we hold on to the tower just barely, but. Release the Josh files? No. Not releasing the Josh files. There's a... I would only release the Josh files if I was already in prison for something else, because the Josh files would get me in prison. So if I was already there, and it didn't matter, then maybe I would release them. But while I'm here streaming, while I'm a free man, they will remain disclosed. That was probably a really bad vines, but I should probably lock in as well, because we're actually playing some we're actually playing against a tryhard, a couple tryhards actually. Even though I don't love doing this, I think we're gonna need to use our evos for defense. I like having them for the golem pushes, but I don't think we're going to be able to defend without them, and even with them, we're still not going to be able to defend. I mean, our evil furnace is still chugging away, but yeah, we're not gonna get 2,000 damage in 5 seconds. Am I doubling down? And saying that I have Rune Giant images? Let me hold on. I'm getting a call from my lawyer. Uh-huh. Okay, alright, I will. Alright, that was my lawyer. He advised me not to say anything else, because he's watching the stream as well, so, he advised me just to keep my mouth shut, so that's what we're going to be doing. Maybe it's for the best as well, because we lost that last game pretty badly, so maybe it's for the best that we lock in and focus. And we're up against a fellow Golemer. Rune Giant is calling. No, Rune Giant is not my lawyer. That would be unprofessional to have a relationship with my lawyer. That's another joke. Of course, I do not have a relationship with the Rune Giant. And by the way, I thought there were already allegations that that Ken was with the Rune Giant. So I can't be with her as well, because she already has a man, and his name is Ken. So I can't also be the father of the Berserker, because she's already, there are already allegations that there are already allegations. Was it the Rune Giant calling back to delete her footage? Okay, that's a little bit gross to think about. Just the word. Okay, you know what? We're gonna focus on the gameplay. It seems like this guy is just. It seems like he's just playing the heaviest deck imaginable. It seems like they're just playing the highest elixir cost challenge, because they're playing. Yeah, they're just playing every high elixir card in the game. And Golem and Pump and E-Giant and Sparky and Three Musketeers. So they're both playing Three Musketeers. I wouldn't feel great if we won, just because it looks like they're kind of playing a joke deck. But we're actually almost losing at this time, so we have to pay attention. We do have both Evos now, and Mini P.E.K.K.A is gonna get to the tower, so that's gonna do it. But yeah, I don't feel great about that win, just because they were playing the most expensive deck, which I would imagine is pretty hard to do in 2v2, because your elixir loads pretty slowly. Yeah, six Musketeer. Would I feel bad if I lost? Yeah, I would. If we lost that game, I think that would be pretty embarrassing if we lost that, just because it was kind of a troll deck that they were playing, just the most expensive cards. So if we lost against a troll deck playing an actual deck, then that would be pretty embarrassing. It looks like we're up against air cards galore now. So I guess we're playing against both the air cards and the underground cards, because he's playing drill, but also balloon. So yeah, I mean we could have leveled up the mini P.E.K.K.A. because that would have been would have gotten it to level 16, but there was a bomb tower there was a hunter there, so there wouldn't have been any point to leveling up. Play against Noob, I will. I did see that Noob challenge me, so look, here's the thing. I don't even know what game mode he challenged me to, but I'm willing to bet. Like, if we go and look, I'm willing to bet he challenged me to a rage battle or something. Either a rage battle or a 1v1. I hope it's neither. I hope we can play a different game mode, because I don't love playing either of those modes, but he likes to challenge me to rage battles for some reason, just because he plays Expo, and Expo actually does pretty well in rage mode, because the Expo is rage and it shoots super quickly. It does a ton of damage, so I would assume that's why he likes challenging me to rage battles, just because he gets to use a raged Expo. And we have 3 spectators watching. I think that's the most that I've ever. I think that's the most spectators I've ever had in a game. So, all right, this is the Evo drill. So, all right, we are going to take a bit of damage, but at least King Tower is activated. And we're not going to use our vines. We're just going to wait till we have enough elixir to go with a golem. And we'll go with that. We'll go with that now. Maybe a little bit risky. We're going to actually need a bard barrel, because I think an Evo skeleton is still alive. Alright, we do kill it. Hopefully minions can kind of take down this bomb tower a bit. Yeah, we're not going to get much damage at all there. Versus you in Mega Draft? Alright, I'll play you in a game. We've hardly touched his tower right now. I think maybe the only damage we've gotten has been from a lightning. Okay, never mind. We get a fire spirit on the tower. That's something. We're gonna hold on to our minions for the balloon or the skeleton barrel. All right, we kind of need to defend here. This might be. Yeah, we're gonna have to log. All right, well. All right, we're just gonna have to have vines for whatever he puts down and pray that the Royal Giant does 2,000 damage, but doesn't look like it's going to. Go. that was a yeah, not a great game. Five friends online. Noob is inviting me to heist. What is that? That's the game mode where you can't attack, right? You know what, Noob? I will challenge you to a game, but it'll be to a mega draft. All right, this way we're both on the same page. Um, we're both on the same page, and Noob's already laughing. What's so funny? What's funny? Okay. Who even plays Heist? I don't know. I only know what Heist is because I don't even think I've ever played it. I think I've just watched a YouTube video or like a YouTube short um, where Heist was being played, but I don't. Yeah, I don't even. Okay. I don't think I've ever even played it, but I kind of I'm aware of what it is. Noob is okay. He is clearly someone is in a good mood today. Um, Noob, what is funny? What's funny? Um, yeah, he's just I don't know what's up with him, but he likes to be him. He likes to be him. And the thing is, he is. I'll be honest. He's kind of able to. He's kind of able to back it up as well. Like he's able to back up his BM because he. Uh-oh. My Wi-Fi is. He's able to kind of. It does seem like he's able to kind of back up his. You know, We'll go lumberjack here. All right, we'll hit him back with some emotes. He's finally being quiet. He's fine. Nope, never mind. He's back. Inferno Tower is still there, so I'm gonna be honest. I don't really want to pick. I mean, I kind of have to pick a tower targeting unit. I would expect him to probably just pick Inferno Tower here. Or Tesla. I guess that works. He's going to reach the emote limit? Yeah, probably. The emote limit is what? It's 100? Yeah, he might actually do it. He might reach the emote limit. And somehow the rascal girl was on the tower, so all right, we're gonna have to really be locked in for this. And Goblin Demolisher is not gonna get to the tower. All right. Well, we're gonna have to start. Gonna have to start cycling eventually. Honestly, are we just gonna have to like poison cycle? Is that how we're gonna win? Because right now our ways of getting damage are limited. Right now I mean, Hog Rider is our only win condition, so and Tesla's a pretty good answer for it. typical Expo player. I mean, all right, we'll drop a poison there. Just still not going to get a hit, but it'll kill one of the rascal girls at least and get a little bit of chip damage. Noob, what's funny, Noob? What's All right, we're having a little bit of difficulty breaking through, so we're gonna go. Go with a hog in the back. All right, we'll go with this for the rascals. I would expect. All right, I guess not. My least favorite card. I mean, I don't know. It's got to be Mega Knight. Yeah, I think probably Mega Knight is my least favorite card. We'll go with the Demolisher maybe here. And neither one is gonna connect. Alright, well, my favorite is Rune Giant. No, it's not Rune Giant. That's not my favorite. Alright, Noob, are you done? Okay. Well, alright, he won that fair and square. That was a mega draft. I will say that's much closer than it would have been. Also, I accept your friend request, Tynus. So if you wanna play a mega draft game, then we can. What time is it? 3:15. All right, let's. I mean, Noob is still sitting there, not in a battle. So, actually, no, not a. Didn't mean to do a touchdown draft. Let's do, maybe we'll mix it up with a triple draft. See if he wants to do that. And looks like he's not accepting. So maybe he's content to win a game and be done for the day. All right. Oh yeah, I guess he hopped off. All right, well, Noob's a good player. Like it does seem like he wins most games that we play. So he's pretty good. He's good with his Expo deck. He's also decent even if he plays something else like a draft. So you already know that you're going to be good when your clan is called Unemployment. I've only been playing for a year. A little bit less than that. I think the because I re-downloaded the game and started playing consistently. Probably just a week or so before I started the YouTube channel, and I think the first video was uploaded I think sometime in August. So it's probably only been half a year. It's probably been 6 months that I've had the game and been playing consistently at it. I don't really know. I mean, I guess we need a tank, so I'll take Dark Prince. I'm kind of drafting a lot of cards that would be good against the Witch because I'm not going to draft Rocket. I mean, I could, but I don't know. I just think that would be a big commitment, especially if he doesn't pick it. And so I'm kind of drafting cards that would be good against the Witch because I have a feeling. I guess if you're watching this, you can hear me, but I have a feeling he's probably going to pick Witch and then Graveyard. So we'll take Goblin Curse as well, just to hopefully discourage him from doing that. And it looks like he's going to go a different route. He's going to go with an RG. So, I mean, you would think Royal Giant, but he has Lightning as well. So I don't really want to pick Inferno Tower. Just because Lightning will reset it. And Rascals is going to be the last pick. I think we... Oh, I didn't pick in time. No! I meant to pick Hog Rider, but I waited just a second too late. So now we have two buildings. We don't have a win condition now. So this was Tynus. If you're watching, this was a misdraft. I was debating on whether or not to pick Royal Hogs or Hog Rider, and I finally decided on Hog Rider, but I picked it just a second too late. So now I don't have a win condition in this deck. I have a terrible deck. I know I have a terrible deck. Am I playing Clash of Clans? I guess. I mean, yeah. I have so many buildings. I'm practically not even playing Clash Royale. I'm playing a different game at this point. I mean, I guess arrow cycling it is. That's kind of how we're gonna get damage. Just arrow cycle. I mean, our cycle is not too bad. We don't have a bunch of really expensive cards, but I mean, we're getting 70 damage per, or we're getting 100 damage per arrows. All right, I have this ready for the. We'll probably go Rascals, so we'll do that. Maybe we can make something out of this. As long as those goblins can turn. Okay, all right. That's that's some damage. That is some damage. We will gladly take that. That is more damage than I ever thought we would get in this entire game. So. Is this stream kid-friendly? I guess. I mean, I think most of the people here are probably most of the people here are probably... It seems like most of the people here are kind of our age, like a little bit older in their 20s or whatnot, but you know, I guess, yeah, I guess we're having a kid-friendly stream. Somehow this deck is... I don't know how this deck is kind of working out. Like, we haven't... We're ahead. We'll just Tesla over here, just in case we decide to lightning, I guess. Is the stream Rune Giant friendly is the real question. I mean, it doesn't matter because Rune Giant is not gonna be in the stream, but you know, I guess if you wanna call it Rune Giant friendly, then sure. We're kind of in a spell cycling, not a race, but I wouldn't imagine I win this because lightning is gonna beat arrows when it comes to spell cycling. Maybe that one goblin on the tower just saved us. That one rascal girl that turned into a goblin was what caused us the game. Wow, I didn't think we were gonna win that. I'll be honest. I don't know how that happened. Tinus, where are you at as far as trophies? You're at 8,700. Okay, that's pretty good. Playing for 4 years, and you play a minor balloon deck. All right, that's admirable. That's admirable. You're not. Whenever I see someone who's not playing Mega Knight or Boss Bandit or something like that, whenever I see someone playing a skillful deck like Minor Balloon, it deserves a hand because, yeah, I don't know. It seems like so many people in this day and age of Clash Royale have gone to the dark side and resorted to using Mega Knight. So we're gonna. I mean, I think we'll try and play a couple more ranked. We'll try and play a couple more ranked games. Hopefully win a couple more games. You know, I wouldn't normally go that aggressive, but he's going P.E.K.K.A. So, and I think we can kind of we should be able to rely on guards to defend, as long as he doesn't support this. And he is going to. So I think we can just Bard Barrel, and that should be okay. That should still be well defended. All right. Are you admirable, Fenrir? Yes, you are. You are admirable. I admire you. I admire you showing up to the stream as often as you can. So, yes, yeah, you are. Alright, this guy... Okay, so this guy's playing a bridge spam deck with Golden Knight, which means he might have Mother Witch. I think I saw... I don't know, I saw this variant being used by somebody. And at least the person that I saw was using it with... They were using it with Mother Witch, so I guess we'll see if he... We'll see if he has that. I wonder if is that Noob on the sideline? Is that Noob on the sideline laughing? I mean, I would assume, just because he hasn't stopped laughing this game. So I don't know. I have to assume that's Noob spectating us. Platonically, yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't, you know, I don't swing that way. So, you know, yes, you're admirable. You're admirable platonically, not, you know, not yeah. I'm just gonna stop talking. We are gonna have to get past a P.E.K.K.A, which is not gonna be fun, but I don't think these decks normally have a big spell, do they? Or not a building is what I mean. I don't think they normally have a building. Hopefully we can... Okay, we do protect the furnace. We'll just try to vines everything. And the golem is getting a little bit of damage. There are fire spirits on the other side that are kind of chipping my tower. You know what? We are going to vines that. Just I don't want to take a hit from a P.E.K.K.A. That hurt? Why did that hurt? What, did you want to... You wanted to hear that I... You wanted to hear that I was... That I was in love with you and I wanted to marry you? Is that what you wanted to hear? I mean... Okay. I mean, no, as far as being admirable, you're admirable in general, but I mean not... I just mean like as far as... You know, as far as anything else, it's, you know, as far as any love or devotion I have for you, that is all platonic. We do have to be ready though, because he's probably gonna rush us in this lane, and I'm hoping we don't lose our tower. Is the stream goon friendly? Okay. Fenrir, is the stream goon friendly? No, it is not goon friendly. You're trying to learn a new deck called Barbarian Hut Cycle, and you want some advice? I actually did build... Alright, Noob is looking for a 2v2 battle. I do actually have a... there is a Barbarian Hut deck that I built, and I'm going to make a video on it in just probably a couple days, but I can kind of give you a preview of what the deck looks like. I don't know if it's actually a good... deck, but it is kind of a It's a Barb Hut Cycle deck that I think is okay. And I think it's like a 2.4 cycle, a 2.4 average elixir cost. Barb Hut Cycle deck with the or yeah, you could just listen to Tynus as well. Good placement. As long as you place the Barb Hut in a good place, then alright, I don't really know what we're doing here, but I guess we're both laughing now. I don't stream on Twitch yet. I did make a Twitch account, but I haven't, I made a Twitch account, but the one time that I tried, oops, I didn't mean to put guards back there. I'm sorry about that. Sorry, Noob. Like, I made a Twitch account, but the one time I tried the multi-streaming service, like, because there's an option here on OBS Studio where I connected the Twitch account and I turned on the multi-streaming mode, which should allow it to you know, which should allow it to stream to both YouTube and Twitch. The one day that I did that, the stream, it seemed to be especially kind of laggy, and I think it takes up twice as much. It takes up like twice as much bandwidth or twice as much internet. So that's the reason why I only tried once, but I might have to kind of mirror an expo. Alright, he does have Giant Skeleton for it, but do I have a matrimonial account? I have no idea what that is. Your deck is Barb Hut, Ice Orb. Oh, you mean the spirit? Ice Spirit, Fire Spirit. What else? The girl with the guy with a fish. What is it? The here, let me read your deck now. Now that the game's over, your deck is Barb Hut, Ice Orb. That's kind of funny. I've never seen someone say Orb instead of Spirit. Ice Orb, Flame Orb, the girl one, the guy with a fish, the white guy, the guy in armor. Is that Monk? I don't know. I'll as soon as I finish this this 2v2 with Noob, I'll show you kind of the deck that I came up with. I think it's ever so slightly less. It's ever so slightly less of a, like, it's not just spirits and Barb Hut. Like, there is Baby Dragon in there. What else? Baby Dragon is there. Like, arrows are there just as a spell for you know, as a spell to clear out firecrackers or anything that are kind of sitting in the back and getting value. So it's not just a cycle deck. There are a couple other cards in there as well, but I'll show it to you as soon as we finish this game with Noob. I don't really know what we're doing. I don't know why we're spamming this button, but I think we can just. Okay, what the? We'll just Barb Barrel to kill that, and then Mini P.E.K.K.A. should do a pretty good job. These guys are just spamming golems down, and it's kind of. I mean, it's working out. They're getting some damage, but now our Mini P.E.K.K.A.'s level 16. And we'll go with a Baby Dragon over here, just to clear out any swarm cards they may have. They did hit the Mini P.E.K.K.A., but it survives on like 1 health. And yeah, we'll start the laughing again. And the guy in gray armor. All right, I'll go ahead and I'll look. I'll go through the. I'll go through all the characters afterwards to see what guys are talking about. All right, that was a pretty good win. We're gonna keep spamming the Noob is the stereotypical mid-ladder player. Honestly, I have to agree with you there. Tynus, your main is Rune Giant Cycle. Would I consider that skill? Yeah, if you can. I mean, if you can win with the Rune Giant Cycle, then you're practically Mo Light at that point. Right now, you're doing Magic Wand mode. Is that where you click the button and it generates a deck for you? What's the story behind the Josh Squash name? Honestly, I mean, it was just because Josh and Squash both rhyme. It was kind of a nickname that, I mean, it wasn't like one of my older sisters would sometimes call me like, she would sometimes call me like Joshy Squashy or something like that. She would just kind of, you know, rhyme with my name. And so Josh Squash just kind of came from my childhood nickname a little bit, just because I don't know. She would kind of, her nickname for me was kind of Joshy Squashy, and I was like, oh, it's kind of a, I don't know, kind of just a little funny rhyming nickname. And I guess I just didn't know what else to, to call it. That was you, Lauren. I think you, I don't know. You had nicknames for me. Like what else? You had lots. I think you were the ones that came up with nicknames for most everyone. Boy 1, Moon 3. What else? I think you had more names for Jacob than you had for me. Jacob was like, what, Honey Bunches of Wheat or something. There were some crazy names for him. I don't remember you coming up with too many for me, but I do remember the Boy 1, Moon 3. You know, yeah, I think we can let the Tesla take care of that hog. Alright, I mean, we're getting... You know, all of our laughing didn't really get us anywhere. We're kind of still losing. But Noob is... well, Noob is still laughing, so I guess we'll keep spamming that button as well. We're not going to use the ability there. Don't like how that locked onto the furnace, but we're going to go with this because you might go minions. Alright, please. Alright, we don't get a chip on the tower. But Baby Dragon is going to be on. This one's actually Wheatlet in the chat. Jacob's here as well. Alright, we'll alright, we kind of have to lock in for this last minute because this is kind of coming down to the wire a bit. As long as we can get a crumb of damage here, we should be good. I think this only does one... okay. Alright, we do win. Alright. I'll show you the, I don't know if, let's see. Dart Monkey, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but this is a little preview of the bar putt deck, not duck. The bar putt deck I made. It's a 2.4. There's a few spirits. It's pretty much just relying on the bar putt and the Evo Bomber to win. And Colton's here as well. Yeah, it was a good game. You know what? We're gonna try to up the stakes. Because we'll try out this bar putt deck. It should be much more difficult to win just because bar putt is kind of one of the more obscure cards in the game that people don't really use. But we're up against Clint. Clint was my old boss's name. Me versus my boss in this game. The strategy is pretty much just a lot of people want to play either a firecracker or something to defend the bar putts, so we can arrows that. Sometimes they play things like a giant skeleton, and because there's so many barbs that are just kind of... because there's so many barbs and usually their troops kind of stay... not stuck, but because they're kind of standing stationary hitting the barbs, that's why the Evo Bomber's in the deck, so that we can hopefully get a lineup with any card that he plays. I think this is going to be a bit of a challenging game though, because this is a graveyard deck, and I don't have a ton of great answers. It's not like I have Poison or Valkyrie, so it might be slightly difficult to defend against a graveyard. But we'll, I don't know, we'll do our best. We'll actually put our Barbput in the back, yeah, just in case he does decide to graveyard. That way the Barbs can kind of help defend a little bit. And that's not a bad defense. We do defend. And he still has to defend the Barbs. You know, I don't know if Baby Dragon is really a good fit in this deck. Like, the idea was that it would kind of be there taking out some of the Swarm cards and also speeding up the Barbs, but I don't really know if... I don't know, maybe the Barbs don't need to be sped up. Maybe they just need to be kind of a slow, lingering wave. So maybe Baby Dragon isn't the play. We'll actually mirror our Barbput just to get some extra Barbs, and then we'll go with a Baby Dragon as well. The good thing about Barbputs are that they kind of clean up, I don't know, they kind of clog the lane, so they make it a little bit difficult to kind of get through, but we're also not really getting through his defenses either. You know what? We will go with a Bomber here. I hope that can... Okay, that was probably one of the worst Bombers of my entire career. It just immediately died to the spear goblins. And we're going to lose pretty much our whole tower here. We still haven't really broken through with Barbputs. Thank you, Fenrir, for your message. I didn't know. Is the rough time you're describing the kind of the physiotherapy after your accident? Because I'm really glad I've been able to help you out through that. We need to get back to our arrows like ASAP, because I think we'll need to mirror. We don't have mirror in hand. I'm pretty sure mirrored arrows kills a furnace. So and Bomber is just slightly out of range where it's not hitting the tower. You know, this is kind of teaching me something. This deck is good defensively. Like, usually Graveyard is a difficult deck to defend, but it's fine defensively. I think it's just the offense that struggles. Like, we have very little offense in this deck. We're not really able to break through with Barbs alone. What's the plan here for the win? We're not gonna win. That's the plan. We're gonna give our opponent a win. Maybe we... I don't know. Any recommendations for changes that we can make? Like, should we have Magic Archer instead of Evil Bomber? Like, do we get a lineup with the tower that way? Maybe we put in the Magic Archer and I don't know if Baby Dragon is gulping down on copium. Yeah, we're coping. That's what we're doing. I think maybe we'll swap out. Maybe we'll take out the Baby Dragon, because maybe we might not need the speed up effect. We might just need. We'll put in Ice Spirit, and then maybe as our big spell we'll put in Lightning. This is kind of a... I don't know how Lightning is going to fit into the deck, but we'll play one game of this, and then we'll do your suggestion, Fenrir. We'll play the Giant Skeleton clone deck after. We'll see if we can win a game with Barbput Cycle only. I guess it's not only Barb Hut Cycle. We are kind of relying on the Magic Archer to get damage as well, but pretty much only we're pretty much just relying on Barb Huts to break through, and we'll just start cycling them now. This guy's saying, "Wow, you know, this is a little bit of an aggressive lightning, but we'll do it anyway." I don't know what this guy is. This guy might also be playing. This might be another graveyard player. Usually, you do see a lot of Hero Knight, Ice Wizard players that use graveyards. So yeah, this is another one of those decks. Magic Archer should do well. I mean, Knight is going to get a couple hits, but hopefully we can protect the Magic Archer. Alright, kind of. I don't like how the baby dragon is just sitting there, though, and chipping everything down. It's probably going to go for a graveyard now. Yeah, we'll go with a Barb Hut just to kind of distract the baby dragon and the knight. And hopefully the Magic Archer can chip down the skeletons a bit. We still haven't really touched his tower. I think lightning is the only damage we've gotten. This may be a bad. This is probably a bad play, but we're gonna Barb Hut in the other lane, just because it doesn't give him poison value on the tower that he's going for, and I think he still has to commit elixir to it, so and you know what, we will go with a Magic Archer here to try and get. Oh, I messed the lineup. I messed the lineup on that. It should have been a tile over. And now he has poison for the skeletons. You know, I guess it's harder to win with. With Barb Hut than I thought. Maybe Barb Hut at the bridge can save us here. All right. Well, clearly I still need to do a little bit of refining. I still need to refine the deck a little bit before the video on it. But now we'll play a deck that I know is good. We're gonna use the Giant Skeleton Clone deck. I wish that I could use this deck. In actual, in actual Trophy Road ranked matches, because I would really like to use this this deck competitively, but I just don't have the card levels to use it. So we have to play it in classic 1v1 where the cards are all capped at level 11. But I do like playing this deck, and I think it would be fun to play this in ranked or in ladder. But yeah, I need to upgrade the card levels before I do that. Alright, we'll just need to get back to our giant skeleton here. Would I ever date Pokimane? Probably not. I mean, I don't know. I don't have anything against. I don't know. I just don't. He's probably going to use the ability, so we'll arrow just to kill that. I don't know. I guess probably not, to answer your question, Fenrir. Witch is kind of our only air card here, so we'll just use that to defend the barrel. And we still haven't cycled our skeleton barrel once, so we'll do that now. And this is kind of one of those. This is one of those decks that's kind of like Golem in the sense that you kind of want to wait. Hopefully that doesn't jump. Okay. You kind of want to wait. I don't know. I kind of want to wait till double to build up a push. just because then you'll have the evil witch, you'll have the evil skeleton barrel as well, and then you can just kind of clone everything once you have more elixir. Yeah, this guy's not happy for some reason. We will go in with a graveyard here, just because we have a tank for it. And if he decides to go with something like that, we'll arrows it. And we got the E-Spirit as well, so that's going to be his whole tower, I think. If he decides to go with his skeleton barrel, we can just witch. I don't like older women. I mean, yeah, they're not really my taste. I don't think I would ever really date on older women. Not to be like, we'll kind of split bats down low so that maybe the princess can't snipe it. And then I guess our best answer for this is a skeleton army. Ooh, I played that a second too early though. All right, no chokes on this channel. All right, this is kind of the big push. You go with a giant skeleton in front. Go with a skeleton barrel here. Yeah, you know, maybe it would have been a better idea to arrow the firecracker first, but there's just not. It just seems like there's very little the opponent can do when you clone everything like that. You know, of course, I have lost with this deck. If they have enough splash cards, if they have Witch and Executioner and Valkyrie and, you know, just every splash card in the deck, then what about older men? All right, well, Fenrir likes to rage bait me, so that is what that comment was. He likes to troll a little bit, so you know, you sound a lot like my younger brother, my youngest brother, Fenrir. He likes to joke and call me gay, but you know, I do the same to him, so I guess it evens out in the end. I wonder if we're against Hog 2.6 here. Kind of looks like it is, except that this might be a Goblin Drill deck. Oh, you know what? No, this actually is this graveyard again? You know what? Kind of a risky play, but we're gonna clone just because the Ice Spirit's not gonna get everything, and one of the giant skeletons is tanking. So, yeah, all right. We'll just have to wait till that Fire Spirit jumps on the tower, and then go with this late. And I don't think that bomb is on the tower, but it got close. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what this guy is playing. It kind of looks like either a graveyard or a drill deck. I'm thinking because he hasn't played a card yet, it's probably graveyard. Just because usually Goblin Drill players like to kind of spam and cycle cards early and whatnot. They like to play their drill pretty early on. So I'm thinking this is... Oh, those bad bats. I'm thinking this is probably a graveyard. Probably a graveyard deck. It's probably just waiting for the ideal time to go in. And we're gonna hold on to our cards just because we don't want to commit. Don't want to commit anything too big. All right, there it is. I think he just used his poison, unless he's back to it. Okay, he is back to it. We are gonna need to go with this as well, and it's still gonna take most of our tower. I think that's why so many people. That's why so many people use graveyard, just because like it seems to get damage almost every time. There are a lot of fire spirits there from the furnace, so maybe I shouldn't have cloned that, but yeah, I probably shouldn't have cloned that. Do I know Pickles in real life? I do not. Pickles is someone in our clan. She also makes YouTube videos, but no, I don't know her in real life. I'm just in her clan. So we're actually getting a little bit of damage with our own graveyard, but I just don't know how we plan on defending this, because he has poison, and all of our defense, every one of our defenses to graveyard is very poisonable. Like bats and skeleton army and whatnot, so I think we'll just have to go with one last graveyard, and if we don't win here, he'll probably take it on the next push. Is that on the tower? It's not on the tower. I think that's gonna do it. I don't think we're gonna be able to stop this unless we're incredibly lucky. But we're not incredibly lucky. We thought we were friends. No, I don't know her in real life. Just in her clan. Watch her videos occasionally, but yeah, I've never met her. I think we're probably gonna wrap up the stream because we've been going for 3.5 hours. It's getting late into the afternoon. Any final deck suggestions? Any particular thing you want me to try before I let you guys go? Oliris is here. I wonder if he wants to play a... Your tab is at 19%. I guess we'll spectate. We'll spectate Oliris. He's another... For those of you who don't know, he's another guy in our clan that I have played a couple 2v2s with. Looks like he is also he's also struggling against the Mega Knight. Play with him. I'll try. After this game, I'll send him a 2v2 request and see if he wants to play 2v2 to end the stream. Right now we'll cheer him on. We'll give him a little bit of motivation. Give him the thumbs up. You can do it, even though you're losing. You feel bad BMing his opponents because they're new to the game? I mean, I would feel bad as well, but his opponent's playing Mega Knight, so I don't feel so bad. Normally I would. That's why you use the pig nodding. I mean, this is kind of a good... Yeah. That's a good emote for... But honestly, if Oliris does end up coming back and winning, then I would have no problem BMing his opponent just because he's a Mega Knight user, and so I wouldn't feel too bad. Right now, it's not looking too good for him, but who knows? Anything is possible. I mean, yeah, it's going to be an uphill climb, but I guess if he plays really well, there's a chance he comes back. Alright, hold on. He's going to take a tower, and he's not going to lose his, so hold on. He's coming back. Could he complete the comeback? He does, as long as he can defend. As long as he can defend, he comes all the way back. Look at that. I'm gonna hit the Ice Golem emote. That was a good comeback. That was a good comeback. There's no... Don't have a Rune Giant emote? Yeah, I guess there's not. What cards... It seems like most of the cards in the game have an emote, but there are some that don't. We'll send Oliris a 2v2 request, see if he wants to play. It looks like he does. So we're gonna end the stream with a couple 2v2s. We're both kind of playing a beatdown deck. He's playing Giant Beatdown, and we're playing Golem Beatdown. So there might be some synergy here. The opponent is trash, so you feel bad BMing. I mean, I can see why. I can see why you feel that. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's kind of like, yeah, they're bad at the game. I guess that probably explains why they're using Mega Knight, because they don't have the skill to play much else. But I would still, yeah. It seems like this emote is less of like, it seems like it's less of a BM and more of like, I don't know. It seems like more of a hyping yourself up kind of thing. Like it's kind of reminds me of like, you know, kind of reminds me of Tony Stark. Like, you know, in the Iron Man movies, I'm pretty sure whenever he like does a big reveal, or whenever he like, you know, makes a big spectacle of, you know, appearing, he always like raises his hand. So it kind of feels. That's why I'm fine using that emote, just because it feels less like a BM and more like a, and more of a positive to yourself emote. If we were BMing like this and crying or something after, you know, after we won a game, I think that would be a bit toxic. But you want to know when the family inspired deck is coming out? I mean, here's the thing. I actually I have built that deck. I have completed that deck of a family themed deck based on my family. It's just a matter of recording the video and uploading it, but the actual deck itself is made. So yeah, just need to record it. I'm also kind of figuring it out. I'm also figuring out how to title it. Like, I was thinking of, because if I just, I don't know, it seems like if I just titled it like family themed Clash Royale deck, it might be a little bit too generic. So I'm also just kind of figuring out what to have as the title, what to have as the keywords and description and everything. And you know, after I record it, then I'll upload it from there. What did you say, Fenrir? You thought I was a special kid. I used to spectate you. I don't text in clan chat. You figured otherwise once I saw your YouTube? You say, what? So, what does that mean? You thought I was special, and then you saw me play, and then you thought otherwise? Or am I just reading that wrong? You also say to use your family's government names and social security numbers to make it accurate. I mean, you know, maybe if we, I don't know, maybe if we hit a certain subscriber count, we'll leak the social security numbers in a future video. Obviously, that's a joke. We would never do that. But also, we're in a bit of trouble here. I think we're just gonna have to let that whole tower go, and then Furnace in the back to not get 3-crowned. Hopefully, Furnace can save us here. He has Boss Bandit as well. Luckily, our opponents do look like they're kind of horrible. Like that was a pretty bad freeze. So I actually do have faith we can come back from this. I have faith that we can come back, just because it doesn't seem like our opponents are the smartest people in the world. I built my family in Clash Royale. Yeah, that's a good title. Yeah, I might do something like that. But I mean, the deck is built, so I'll just record it. I'll probably record it. I might have time to record it today, so then that'll all be done, and it'll just be a matter of posting it. So yeah, like our opponents, like they're not good. They keep, somehow we're losing, but they're making horrible plays. So we're actually gonna go. We're gonna go with a golem up here, and that way they can't, rush us with a boss bandit or something. And then furnace kind of over here. And they have Sparky as well, which is not great. Not great to see. We're going to need our vines immediately for this, otherwise we have no hope of breaking through. And we still have no hope of breaking through with the Sparky. That's a little bit frustrating, because like you can tell, like I could tell that was a winnable game just based on the way they were spamming cards in desperation. You can tell they weren't very good, but we got off to a bad start. So yeah, I don't know what's. I guess our Wi-Fi is struggling. Oliver's wants to play again. If we can win one more game, then we'll end it on a win. We'll end the stream on a win. If we lose, we'll have to play again, because we wouldn't end the stream on a loss. So they started out by throwing a barrel. They might be playing some kind of bait deck. We're gonna, yeah, maybe shouldn't have baby dragged it there, but I'm pretty sure this version of log bait, I think I saw it, like it used to be a really popular deck a few seasons ago. Maybe it was several seasons ago, but it was the Mighty Miner log bait version. Typically Inferno Tower is not what you want to see when you're playing a beatdown deck like we are, but at least we have vines to reset. We just have to make sure to hold on to that. If he goes with a you know what, we are going to vines that just to kill the Dark Goblin and get a little bit of tower damage. And we can should be able to mini P.E.K.K.A. if he does go with his barrel. Alright, looks like Oliris has it covered. Can I make a deck based on my love life? Yeah, absolutely. I'll make that deck after I finish this game with Oliris. Alright, as of right now, we're fairly even in damage, which is actually a pretty good sign, because typically these log bait decks kind of rely on getting chip damage early, so the fact that we're not losing as far as damage goes into double is good. As long as we defend this, we'll just... Ooh, giant skeleton on the tower. Alright, we'll just let that go. And we might not even... Okay, I was going to say, he did play guards, but we'll go with our golem now. And we don't have vines in cycle, so we're going to have to furnace, and then we're going to have to vines the Dark Goblin, and then the Inferno Tower. He has Tesla as well. Honestly, still a good Vines. It still kills the Dark Goblin, and I'm hoping something can splash the tower here. Baby Dragon, you hero. It's gonna win the game for us. Alright, well, we'll end the stream there. Before we go, I will make a deck. We'll actually make a 2v2 deck based on my love life so that we can play it with you. Alright, here's the deck. Yeah, you hit the nail on the head when you said you can't play a match with 0 cards. This is the deck that you requested, Fenrir. Alright, I think we're going to end the stream there. We've been going for almost 4 hours. I don't even know if we made any progress. I don't know if we made any progress in ranked. We're 1 game up from where we started. I mean, we started at the very bottom of League 4, and now we're 1 game up from League 4, but didn't make a whole lot of progress in rank, but it was still fun getting to play with you guys. We added a couple new friends on the friend list, and we will be back. We'll be back here probably tomorrow. The thing is, like, I would like to stream pretty consistently every day, around like noon to 1 p.m. my time. So it would be like, 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern time is when I would like to stream every day, but it does kind of depend on whether or not my family needs the Wi-Fi, because my dad and mom both kind of work from home part-time, and so both of them sometimes need to be on the Wi-Fi. They need to be in a virtual meeting, and so if they do really need the Wi-Fi, the stream slows it down significantly. So I kind of have to plan the streams around their schedule, but I'll try to stream tomorrow around the same time, noon to 1 p.m. to start the stream, not to actually do the stream. Our streams are much longer than that. I've noticed pretty much all of them are like close to 4 hours long, so pretty long streams actually, but it feels like time goes by pretty quickly. But we should be back tomorrow unless something changes. Honestly, the easiest way to recommend, the way that I would recommend is just to have notifications turned on, because again, the stream time might vary a little bit, so I might not be able to stream at the exact same time every day. So we should be back tomorrow around the same time, unless my family needs the Wi-Fi then. But if you have notifications turned on, it should notify you whenever I go live. So we'll be back tomorrow. We'll probably be back playing more ranked. I really hope we can get up to Grand Champion, but it's going to be a tough road, just because this is the league I've been stuck at. This is the league I've been stuck at for the past couple of seasons. I've gotten a step away, but I've never gotten to League 5. So we'll try to change that this season. Thank you, Rima. Thank you, Fenrir. Thanks, Lauren and Jacob, and whoever else is joining. Whoever else joined and kind of stuck it out till the end. And hopefully you guys are able to